So, Six Flags Great Adventure hasn't exactly been so great lately. Their 2024 season might be one of the worst seasons of all time for an amusement park.
Oh, exactly. It's just bad news after bad news, ride closure after ride closure. Yeah, pretty ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, including the big one. And that's still something I will never, ever forgive them for.
No, if anything, I think we're getting angrier again about it. Like, still hot, our anger.
Still hot.
Not even the fact that they just closed it, but the fact that we had to find out from roller coaster enthusiasts online, like word of mouth, like rumors.
Exactly. The park did not announce this at all. The company did not announce it. It was basically just conjecture and rumor, and we were lucky enough to get one last ride on it.
Oh yeah, we were there on the final operating day. Thank God we listened to those rumors.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, we could not take that chance.
Thank you, roller coaster community.
Absolutely.
You got us on Kingda Ka one last time. I will say also, the last day we were riding it, we asked a ride attendant, we're like, is this it? And he's like, I don't want to say for sure or not, but it's good you're here. So even the last day of operations, they like weren't admitting it to guests, which is so crazy to me. It's like the jig is up at this point.
Yeah, and that's from corporate. They were gonna get in trouble for if they did say something, unfortunately.
Exactly.
So,
that
yeah.
was not that person's fault. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like that was the corporate memo. Yeah.
Yeah, like park employees had nothing to do with this
Exactly.
nightmare scenario.
Yeah, they are not to be blamed. No.
If you were gonna close the ride, sure, that's one thing. Give it a proper send off.
Absolutely. I feel so bad for enthusiasts who didn't live close, who couldn't go, especially people who lived on the other side of the country, people who don't live in this country. Like,
It was such a
Yeah.
bucket list roller coaster for so many people.
to unceremoniously close it that way is really crazy. But that's not what this is about, and sorry, we got hot again.
Yeah, Six Flags corporate, they just ripped it away from us in the most unceremoniously way imaginable. And
Heartbreaking.
absolutely. And not only that, they got rid of 6 more rides.
Exactly, yes, and I think Kingda Ka overshadows that, but like when you actually visit the park, it's very obvious that 6 whole things are missing. It's not even that busy, but it feels like it is because where are we supposed to go?
And Great Adventure this year, 2025, is a ghost town, but it doesn't feel that way because there's no rides. There's no capacity left in this park.
Yeah, and it's just so many empty patches places too. It just it feels thrown together, I guess. Yeah.
And if you see a 2-hour wait for Flash, it's not busy. That's not a lot of people. A 2-hour wait for Flash is
Standard, apparently.
not that many people.
Yeah.
That's just how bad the capacity is on that attraction.
It's the nature of shuttle coasters, I suppose.
All right, so yeah, terrible 2024. They got rid of all of those rides. Not great 2025. Attendance is down. They have no rides in the park, but at least we have a light at the end of the tunnel. A few days after Kingda Ka's final operating day, Six Flags did announce that we would be getting a new record-breaking multi-launch coaster in 2026.
But wait.
Oh my god.
All right, so we just ran through the calculations, and it turns out there's no freaking way a new roller coaster is going to open up next year. I mean, it is mid-June, and no shovels in the ground, no construction has started yet. I don't know how long they think a roller coaster takes to build.
Not an ounce of life in that plot of land yet. No track on site, no nothing. And if this is the roller coaster that everybody thinks it's gonna be, that Mock Tower Extreme Spinner, which is a massive roller coaster, they would have already need to start by now.
Absolutely. I think most roller coasters you'd have to start now. I mean, especially when you're like laying foundation and stuff like that. This is a new ground up coaster. And just either, reflect on the Flash having all these delays. This in the same park, the same company, like this just happened to you guys. Like, let's look alive here, people.
Even if it wasn't a 400-foot tall tower coaster, they should have already started by now.
Exactly. It almost seems like they don't have a plan, or they literally just told us that to like shut us up after Kingda Ka. I almost feel like they're like, here you go, idiots. Just talk about this for a while.
They'll
instead.
believe this for the next 2 years, and then, we'll just be like, whoops.
And here we are talking about it still.
And I'm not saying that, this mock tower coaster wouldn't be fun, because it very clearly would be. But this park should not be building another shuttle coaster, honestly.
capacity nightmare and such a busy park, so that would just kind of be a stupid decision, I think.
I would much rather have a full circuit coaster, like a Ride to Happiness, maybe, if they're going to be going with Mach and an extreme spinner. That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool, and I think our hopes are way too high, honestly, for something. Oh, the world's most perfect best coaster, man! Yay! That'll be what they're giving us for sure.
It's almost surely what everybody thinks it's gonna be, and I mean, it'll be fun, but they need that turntable. They need a transfer track. They got to get more trains on there than one. That would be just abysmal and such a dumb idea.
Then I almost feel like it's certain.
At the rate they're going, yeah, how could
Right?
it not be that?
I just don't expect them to like make reasonable decisions any longer.
So why have we not seen any action in that plot of land yet?
What's the real reason for the delay?
There could be several. First off, maybe because they did just build a shuttle coaster and are receiving some backlash from fans, maybe they've changed their mind and they're going to go with a different idea.
And listen to us. Yeah, the fans, I don't think so.
Unlikely.
Yeah, it's the most unlikely scenario, unfortunately. The second reason that seems pretty likely to us is, if it is going to be Mach, this is an international company, they're out of Germany. The cost of steel and everything else that would go into this coaster and getting it delivered over here, I think might be a bit of a nightmare right now, especially due to tariffs. So that could be a big issue.
That could be slowing them down, and potentially maybe they're going to go with a different manufacturer now.
Yeah, maybe they're shopping around. Maybe this isn't the worst thing in the world.
There is a roller coaster manufacturer in Idaho that makes some pretty stellar rides.
I would be so happy. That's why I almost feel like that's too good to be true, because that would be my dream, is for a beautiful RMC to show up at Great Adventure.
I wouldn't mind seeing an Iron Gwazi at the front of Great Adventure, not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, right? That's like also too good to be true.
But like bigger and faster,
Bigger and faster than Iron Gwazi.
That obviously wouldn't be the record-breaking multi-launch coaster because RMCs don't really build those. So that idea would go out the window. But again, I'd be okay with that. And
I think you'd be forgiven. Yeah.
I'd be pretty happy to see the world's tallest and fastest iBox coaster.
Wow, how cool would that be? Still record-breaking.
Pretty cool. But again, sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, don't want to get too excited.
And then we have the third option, which is the most likely. Richard Zimmerman has been pissed off at Great Adventure ever since 2005, when Kingda Ka took the height and speed record from Top Thrill Dragster, and he's been holding a grudge ever since.
Yeah, you got jelly in the belly. Real bad.
So he's like, yeah, I'm just going to blow it up, and then fake announce a record-breaking coaster for them, and then just not deliver it.
That's an evil plan. It's coming to fruition. Disgusting. But realistically, it probably is just the supply delay or problems with tariffs, something like that, for like run-of-the-mill boring stuff.
So whether it is going to be Mach Rise and this tower coaster or something else, there's no way it's going to be 2026. That's for sure.
Exactly, especially if they're basically starting over anew with a new manufacturer or something like that. It's definitely going to take a lot of planning. This just doesn't put your guests first or make them feel like they are important or that what they want matters to Six Flags at all. But it seems like.
Seems to be the case, yeah. Mm-hmm. And just 2 years ago, in 2023, before this merger, let me tell you, Six Flags Great Adventure was running like a well-oiled machine. All the rides were open, running well, operations were impeccable, like, it was just such an amazing park. And what it is now...
Yeah, what happened in the last year or two has been pretty surprising, I guess. And I understand there will be like hiccups with a merger and there's going to be, issues to tackle, but this kind of seems catastrophic, I guess.
I'm ultimately hoping that this merger is going to do this park wonders, and that's what the gist is. Like, the most money, the most investment seems to be going into Six Flags Great Adventure, or so we hear anyway. I really hope that's the case, and I hope they can do it right, because this park has certainly had a long fall from glory.
Absolutely, yes. And it has so much potential.
And I'm biased. It's our home park here, and I want it to be awesome. I want it to be special.
Absolutely. And it is something that could potentially be a vacation destination. I was almost thinking that was the direction they were going in 2023, when the safari they were building, the new yurts they were building, so a resort there and everything. And
rumors of a hotel coming as well. Yeah,
it could be a Cedar Point of the East Coast, and I mean, they're very far from that now, further than they ever were, which sucks because we're so close, it seemed.
Yeah, it's just like these promises and then just delay after delay after delay. Like,
it doesn't instill much hope with your guests.
I know it's not ideal, that's for sure. So yeah, right now it's looking like whatever roller coaster this is going to be 2027. Unless they're trying to open it in like October or November of next year.
Which doesn't really make sense, but better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's going to be 2027. And I'm not even going to say the C word that we're thinking here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's not bring that bad mojo into anything here, but I've heard some rumors of that too.
I guess it's possible.
I'm not going to believe that. Not yet, no.
Not yet. No, we still have some hope, some shred of hope.
Yeah. So yeah, we're thinking it's going to be a 2027 coaster, whatever it may be.
But they won't tell you that because they want you to buy passes for 2026. So, we've seen that before.
Yeah, there's a very good chance that they're going to start building this. Say it's going to open in 2026, but knowing there's absolutely no way in hell that's happening.
Exactly. They can say they're trying their hardest, so there'll be no legal ramifications, but I'm pretty sure it'll all be one big fat lie.
Yeah. And I really hope we're wrong on this one. I want Six Flags to prove us wrong, please.
Yes, do well, succeed, please.
I dare you. Prove us wrong on this one. I want it so bad.
We would love it. It would be to everybody's benefit. We do not want to be right here.
Oh, what do you guys think is going to happen here? You think this coaster's going to open on time next year? Or it's going to be 2027? Or something even worse than that?
2020 never. Sorry.
No.
Not bringing that into the conversation.
Yeah, I'm just really hoping they could pull it together here and bring this park back to the top where it belongs.
Its former glory.
And I'm hoping because Lieutenants is down, they don't change their mind. They're like, oh, let's stop investing in this park now.
That's reason to invest more. You're in such a populated area. It's stupid not to.
So it's ridiculous. You remove 7 rides from the park and then don't follow through with future plans. And
guests are supposed to be happy with that? Like, of
Right?
course not. Like, you will see a dip in attendance when that happens. We need to have our faith restored. And just actually delivering on the coaster that you said would happen is a start.
yeah, looking like 2027. Hope whatever it is going to be awesome. Need you guys to come through on this one, please.
2027's not so far away. I can accept that. I'll take it. Just get working, please.
All right, so let us know what you think about this entire Great Adventure debacle. And if you're new here and love theme park content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos here on Adventure Parks. We'll catch you next time.